The good news is that the economy's created 9,000 new jobs in the last quarter and 60,000 jobs over the last 2 years. But what it does show is that as the economy's improving, a lot more New Zealanders are going out and looking for work, recognising there may be a job for them. And so we are just going to have to work harder at creating more and more jobs as we have more and more people looking for work, which is, as I say, a sign of the fact that they think the economy is doing better now.
Are there enough jobs out there for them?
Well, I think over time, yes, there will be. I mean, the government's huge focus is on creating jobs. All of the initiatives that you see, both around the budget and frankly around the economic agenda, is about creating jobs. So that participation rate, which is the number of people looking to get work, is the second highest in New Zealand's history ever. And I think that's also a reflection over the last decade. New Zealanders have built up lots of debt. They're keen to repay that debt. And so as the economy strengthens and there are real job prospects out there for them, they are looking, and you can see that with the number of women actually looking to get back into the workforce.
Are we on track to meet those targets of 170,000 new jobs that were in last year's budget?
Yeah, I think so. It was over a 4-year period, and we've created about 60,000 in the last 2 years. The economy's looking a bit stronger. I mean, one of the things with the Household Labour Force survey, unemployment is a lagging indicator, so it's a sort of reflection of what people are thinking at that point. But going forward, we still feel confident, notwithstanding the global environment, that we'll hit that number.
The figures were buoyed by Canterbury, and if you're excluding the Canterbury region, you get a fall in employment in the rest of the country. Is that a bit disencouraging?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's always lots of different factors that go on. Canterbury's going to be a big employer for a long period of time now in New Zealand, so you've got to look at the overall numbers, and we're creating more jobs.
And the part-time, full-time figures as well. Part-time works up by 2.5%. That's a bit of a worry, isn't it?
Well, again, that may suit a lot of people who are looking to come back into the workforce. As I say, the main growth in terms of people looking is actually females looking to get back into the workforce. Some of them will be suited by part-time work. So there's no question, the government needs to carry on with its economic agenda. We have to keep doing the things that will make and encourage employers to want to take on people. I mean, that has got to be the big focus, job creation. But it's not a bad news story. I mean, fundamentally, the economy's creating more jobs.
We were expecting those to come down, though, the part-time figures, weren't we, after the Rugby World Cup? Why hasn't that happened?
Well, I think partly because employers might be testing the waters, taking on people part-time, starting to feel a bit more confident. That's the anecdotal feedback we've had, but just be testing with a toe in the water, not fully putting their foot in the water.
The full-time jobs are falling, though, and they have fallen for the last few quarters. Could the government be a bit more Keynesian and help out a bit more there?
Well, our view is that getting back to surplus is critically important. We've been very Keynesian in our spending. We have, I think, supported the economy a lot over the last 3.5 years, but we just can't keep spending more than we're earning, and our view is that's the right long-term approach.
And just as far as the NEETs numbers go as well, there's 87,000 15 to 24-year-olds not in education, training or work. Are you worried about those numbers?
Well, I always worry about numbers like that, and that's why we have a real focus on things we're doing, which is expanding the number of places for young people to go and work, making sure we have wraparound services, particularly around 16 and 17-year-olds. Reform of the welfare system is going to see a tremendous amount of effort going in that area. I mean, it is critically important that young people are either at work, in school or in training, and it's unacceptable for the government if they're not.